Hi everyone, welcome back. For those of you who are new here, my name is Melody and that is Yuki. Yuki's behind. She's actually eating her dinner now. I've gotten a late start to the day, and in today's video I am going to be decorating for Halloween, and I thought I'd bring you guys along with me. The house is quite messy right now because what I did was I dug out all of my Halloween, and let me show you what I got going on. So this is what my desk looks like right now, and what I would like to do is I'd like to go ahead and decorate the mantle here with all of my potion bottles. And I've got the tree here. I need to get some lights on this. So what happened is the lights I want to use, it's a really big strand. So what I think is I'm going to have to use these lights for the tree and then just kind of wind it up here so I can use some of the lights on my mantle, because I think this is a pretty big strand. I think it's a little too big for this tiny tree. These are my cat's tunnels here. And that's what we're going to do in here. I do have, this is my dog's ball here. I do have a lot of these garlands. I had forgotten I bought these last year. I think that I bought some at Dollar Tree, and then I bought some at, did I buy some at Amazon? The ones from Amazon have, or the ones not from Dollar Tree, have timers, where the ones from Dollar Tree do not have timers. So I have to decide where I want to place, where I want to place those. And let me go ahead and show you the kitchen right now. I did place my spider web here on my door this year. I do have Chet, my little spider, that I bought at Walmart last year. He is here. I think this is where I placed him last year. This wreath that I made last year, I've got hanging in the kitchen. Now, that sound you're hearing is my air purifier. Let me lower that. We still haven't put our shed up, so that this stuff is still here from when we had the storm damage on the house. So that, yes, unfortunately is still there. It's still been pretty hot. Like, it still gets up to 90 degrees. And on the weekends I've been helping out at a hospital I work at. You want to go out? Okay. I do have some laundry on the line. Hopefully I won't be working as much in November and December, so we should be able to get that shed put up. So far, here's what I've done. I've put up my skeleton, and up here I put my Billy head. You have not seen him in my past videos for Halloween because, truth be told, my husband is a little more sensitive to stuff like this. But I wanted to give him a good fright today when he came home, so he is there, and he happens to be hanging in a plant hanger, and the plant actually died, so I thought, well, let's put Billy in there. This is a lock for our front door. We are needing to replace it. It's an electronic one, and it's been kind of on the fritz, so that's the replacement for that. I think my bone just snapped in my elbow. Oh, okay. So I think what we're going to do is, in the kitchen, I'm just going to put up my cauldron with the spout, or with the magic potion bottle that I did last year. So here is some of that. This is supposed to be the magic potion flowing, and I've got my jar to help weigh it down, along with my lights and the little ingredients that go into the cauldron. So I think that's pretty much all I'm going to do there for that. I normally will decorate this area, but with everything going on, it's still very overwhelming. We still don't have everything done on the house. I think what I'll do over here, the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to replace these with some Halloween mugs, and I have a couple of them. I've got this Hocus Pocus one and Witch's Brew. I think I'll place those there. I also have another one I might pull out, but like I was saying earlier, I'm just kind of overwhelmed, and I really didn't feel up to doing, I don't know why this is here. I really didn't feel up to doing any decorating this year, but I'm forcing myself because I know it'll make me feel better when I do it. All right, now that that ramble is done, for these guys here that I bought at Dollar Tree, and I have to tell you, I think I really got a good find here. Whoa. I haven't seen too many of these on the internet, and I'm glad I got them. I do think I want to put them in my lanterns up here. I'm not looking very good because I've been in the garage rooting around. So I'd like to stick them up here, but it's too big with the third pumpkin. But I think, I'm very unorganized today. Here we go. I think if I put them in there like that, that'll look nice. I've got a bunch of candles that are on timers. I don't have batteries in these yet, but they do seem to fit. So I'm thinking I can put a candle under here and we'll see how that looks when it starts glowing. All right, I've put some batteries in. Oh, that's nice. Maybe if I have a taller candle. Okay, I've got the taller candle on now, but it does kind of stick up a little bit. So maybe the smaller one is the way to go. Yeah, the taller one does look kind of funny because it sticks up there. Okay, so if I do a candle, I think the smaller one is what I'll use, but I think it will look fine if I don't even use a candle. I would like to paint this just to make it look a little better, but I'm going to be really real with you guys right now. I just don't have the patience to do that. I think something like that will be up here in the lanterns. All right, I did decide to use the bigger candle because I felt like the garland here would cover up that base. All right, I have an update for you. I use this paint. It's probably not the best paint to use, but I thought for a temporary fix that would work. I do plan on painting these another color, maybe next year, or we'll see how I feel about it. I do feel like it needs a little zhuzh to it, but for now, we're gonna leave it like this. Looks a lot better now that that's painted, right? All right, there we go. And I do have a little remote for it, which makes it so much easier. So you can see the space up here, but from down here, not so much. I would like to decorate these with some florals in the top, but that may not happen this year. I'll have to see how I feel about it next time I go to Dollar Tree. I might pick something up to do that with. I do have some stuffing in here just so that like my ingredients kind of sit upward instead of falling down to the bottom. And I like to put this part facing to the back. Lace this down. I honestly don't know where I bought this. I think I might have bought it at Michael's on clearance a few years ago. Right, I've got the lights in now. I'm going to put all of my ingredients in. This is just one bat that I cut into 2 pieces. While I was distracted, look at, somebody got a hold of my potion bottle. One of the ones I labeled last year. Teeth marks and everything. I bet you can't guess who that was. Yep, it was Yuki, my puppy. Little stinker. All right, let's see, I think I want to do I did that last year. I'm just trying to decide what bottle I want to use this year. I feel like the lighter one is better, but you can see through it. All right, I'm done. Pretty simple this year. I did put some of my lighted garland up here. These are on timers, so that'll make it a little easier. I don't have to turn them on and off every day. I just placed my cauldron mugs here. Not even sure they're gonna stay there. This is how this turned out. We've got Billy over here. I went ahead and added a candle to the top of his head. And now I'm moving on into my room, which is a disaster area. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can knock this out quickly because I am tired. While I'm at it, I want to show you guys this. I found this rug. I went to Aldi last week. I didn't film because I was in a rush, but I found this rug. It's a 5x7 washable, $50. I plan on replacing it in here because this one, it's pretty old, and I can't. It's not one that's washable, so I have to use my shampooer when I clean it. But this, I'm hoping, will make it so much easier for me that I can just stick it in the washer. All right, let's get going. Hey everyone, it's actually the next day, and I have gone out shopping. Now, I didn't bring you guys with me because I was kind of in a rush, and honestly, it was busy out there. I went a little later in the day than I would have liked, but I'm going to show you a few of my finds. Let me let the dog out one moment. Okay, one out. Go on. So first off, I went to Costco, and I actually found this for $4. I got it super big because I like to wear these like a robe in the winter. $4. Can you believe that? That's actually all I bought in Costco. I stopped in at Dollar Tree and I grabbed a few picks. I picked up 3 picks for those pumpkins I was showing you yesterday. You know, the 3-pack where I didn't use the larger one. Excuse me, I am having trouble talking. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up decorating one with these florals. In Aldi, well, actually, this is going to be my lunch, but in Aldi, I found this cat scratching playhouse, and it was just too cute. I had to grab it for my girl, Gidget. It's a witch's cauldron, and I thought it was very fitting since I put together my witch's cauldron yesterday. So I think before I go ahead and make my quesadilla for lunch, I'm going to show you what I ended up doing here in the kitchen. So if I haven't shown you already, all I did was put my 2 mugs here, and up here, oh, this is a toy I've taken away from my girl. Up here, we have this Mickey jack-o'-lantern. We bought that a few months ago and have had it in storage. We found it at Costco and grabbed it when we could. I had it on the front porch, but my husband was worried someone would steal it, so here it is up here. It looks kind of silly. Thank goodness it does have a timer because it does turn off automatically, so I don't have to move it every day. So I've got that up there. And then you've got the cauldron, my skeleton, my Billy's head, which I showed you. Oh, this is what I need to show you. Oh, this is what I wanted to tell you. These look so good at night. I'll take some footage and I'll insert that either here or maybe at the end of the video. And I also pulled out my witch's welcome sign that I made a few years ago. I'm using my little griddler here, and I'm using one flat end and then one of the panini ends, so it'll kind of smash it a little bit better. I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper jack. Whoops, too much cheese there. Oh dear. And I have this extra sharp cheddar that I love. Add some onions. Little more cheese. Then I'm going to flip it over. And slowly cook it. Alright, I've had my lunch and I thought I'd show you what I've done to my room so far. If you hear a weird noise, that's Yuki being a goofball eating her bone on my blanket. We've got Pixie here. I've got this skeleton pillow that I bought from Pottery Barn. I bought it a few months ago, and it was just one of those random purchases you make because you're in a bad mood and you wanted to do something to cheer yourself up. That's what he is. So he's here hanging out with Pixie. Right, here's what I've done with my tree and my mantle. Okay, so here's the tree. Got the skull with I did put a hole at the bottom and I just stuck the head on top. I've got my spiders that I bought at Home Goods. I have my Hallmark ornaments. Over here, this is the grave digger. He's a little hard to see because he's buried, and his dog is right in there. We've got the coffin from the Haunted Mansion, the organ player, Madame Leota. I also bought the candle from Hocus Pocus, and you can see it flickering there. There is one more ornament that I bought or pre-ordered, or actually they don't really call it pre-ordering, it's on the wish list. And it's the tombstones, the talking tombstones. That one hasn't been released yet. I think it'll be released in another week or two. And you're going to notice something. I have nothing on the tree from here downward, and that's because this little stinker right here. Here she is. Why are you licking my legs, huh? Why? Go eat your bone. I'm trying to keep her away from the ornaments. That's why I've got them a little higher. I'm sure she could probably reach them if she tried, but let's just hope that she doesn't. I did actually find this at Daiso. It's a spiderweb round tablecloth, and I thought that that would look nice at the bottom. But after thinking about it, I realized my dog would just grab a hold of this and chew it up. So I don't have that out. I'm just going to leave it as is. I haven't put up my candle tapers yet, or my hanging candle tapers, because I don't have clear pins to put into the ceiling, and I'm still trying to figure out where I should place those. All right, here is the mantle. I said I was going to go simple, but when I look at it, it actually looks more complex than it felt in my head. But here it is here. I ended up having to put my Dollar Tree cauldron here because the cord was so short, and I had to turn it around. Oh dear. That's how delicate it is. I had to turn it around this way because the cord is so short, and so I tried to hide it that way. Let me see if I can get that back. There we go. And let's fix this. There we go. This is my Hocus Pocus candle. I bought this a few years ago, and I got it 50% off because the base at the time, that Hallmark store, someone who was unpacking it, they had thrown out all of the bases. So I paid like $25 for this, I believe it was. I got 50% off because it didn't have the base. So that was pretty lucky, considering that the candle is the main part of the, the deal there. You can see my cord here, but that's okay. We'll have to just hopefully ignore it and pretend we don't see it. And if I step a little further back, this is how it all looks. I actually really like how it turned out. I did place a few of my spiders here and here on my mantle. I actually have a lot of stuff that I didn't put out this year, and that's mostly because I just didn't have I really didn't have the energy to do it. And as I was putting all of this up yesterday, I realized just how much work just this little amount was. So I'm kind of glad I didn't put everything out this year. Although most years, I think most of us are like this, don't we tend to put stuff out one year and then not the next? You know, you kind of randomly decide how you feel you want to display your items each year. That's what I've done. So that's pretty much it. I did decorate the front porch, and I think I'll take you out there and show you what I've done there. Okay, I'm going to take you to the front porch and show you the porch. Here's the front porch. It's pretty much what I do every year. Unfortunately, I killed this poor little thing already. I didn't water it as much as I should have in the beginning when I first bought it from Costco. And normally I would put my jack-o'-lanterns over the pots of the mums, but these are so big they just don't fit. So I went ahead and put my fake bushes that I bought. Did I get those at Pop Shelf a few years ago? Yeah, Pop Shelf. I put those in there. And let's see. Oh, these mums, by the way, were only $16 at Costco, and they were so huge. I remember last year I was so disappointed in them because they were just really tiny. I ended up buying them at Sam's last year, but this year they were gigantic. Over here, basically the same thing I do every year. I don't have anything in there only because when I made this, I made the welcome too long and it covers the E, and normally I will keep that bush in there. I've got my little booth sign I made with some fake pumpkins. I did put this here on the table. This is from Walmart. I think I paid $16 or $17 for it. My really old scarecrow. I think this is probably 20 years old. He's very old and he's kind of falling apart. His little collar, I noticed yesterday when I was decorating, it has come off. So I need to figure out how to glue that. And then I do have my wreath here. I glued some of these mushrooms on last year. Oh, did I put some of these on too? I can't remember. Yes, I did. So I added a few little knickknacks there just to kind of zhuzh it up a bit, and I still really like that. And that's basically it for my front porch. This is pretty much what I do every year, just kind of a classic, and it's my favorite. I just like how it looks. I do want to give you an update on this. It's working. It's working. It's so great. I haven't had one solicitor since putting this up. We had someone come by actually last night. They got on the porch, they saw the sign, and then they walked away. And we knew that had happened because my dog started barking, but nobody came to the door. So we checked our Ring doorbell and we saw what had happened. So thumbs up for this little sign right here. I forgot to show you guys. Over here on my microwave, I placed my little boob room with one of my little ghosts here. And I think now I'm going to work on making my ghost for my Roomba and also this. See, I mean, how simple is that? Just put a bunch of flowers in there and it's going to look cute, I'm sure. See, it's not officially done, but something along these lines. Isn't that pretty? I mean, minus the tag, and it's not like it's supposed to be, but pretty simple way to make a nice little centerpiece decor. All right, first off, I'm going to remove these tags, and as we all know, these usually aren't the easiest things to remove. Oh no, it looks like I missed a flower. Oh well, it's okay. That made that one easy. Actually, that is easy. If you just move the... Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay. Oh, actually, they are coming off pretty easily. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. Actually, yeah, those came off really easy. Ignore me. All right, I don't want to take anything apart or separate it. I'm just going to kind of bend it upward, and then I'm gonna just mix them around a bit, get the darker colors kind of mixed in here. So all I did was bend them. You can kind of see here, and then I just shoved them through the hole. And it's as simple as that. And now I'm going to rearrange them a little bit more because as I put them in, they kind of came apart. Let's see. All right, and I'm done. It doesn't look too bad, does it? It's actually really nice looking. I probably didn't need 3 picks, but I did want it to look pretty full. Oh, here we go. Let's fix this area here. There we go. Not too bad. I went ahead and placed it here on this table I have next to my chair. I think that looks pretty good. I have not brought out any of my Halloween pillows. To be honest with you, I'm not sure I'm ready to do that. I have them vacuum sealed up and I'm not really up for it. Also, I'm a little worried my dog will get to them because for whatever reason, she leaves these alone, but the pillows that I have that are shaped differently, like the skeleton pillow in my room, I have to keep a close eye on her. She thinks they're toys for some reason. All right. Now for the Roomba Ghost, from what I've seen, they take this tomato cage and they tape it. This looks kind of big. I bought this at Lowe's. It was under $2 or around $2, I believe. And then I'm just I'm gonna tape it. I do have my Roomba on a clean trash bag. So I'm just gonna tape it all around. All right, my taping job isn't going to be perfect. I'm just going to let you guys know that right now. As long as it works, I'm okay with it. Hopefully no one will see that part. We'll find out. I just realized something. This Roomba is going to have trouble docking because he's a vacuum Roomba, or the one that sucks up the dirt. His little hole here is here for that. Let's see. All right, change of plans. I think I need to switch out Roombas. 1 second. So fortunately for me, I do have a couple of Roombas. This one will work. Now, here's something I thought about. This is the stuff people don't tell you when they're doing a DIY or craft. I'm going to have a heck of a time getting to my bin, probably, to empty it later. But that's okay. For the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I guess it is, we can handle it. You know what? It's something I have to sacrifice for a fun decor item. Let's see. We're just gonna continue as we were earlier. You know, I'm not the best person to do DIYs. I love to do them, but I'm not as talented as most people. And quite honestly, it doesn't come as easy for me as it does for a lot of others. But it doesn't mean I don't love it nonetheless. Let's see what we can get done here. I'm just really curious to see how my dog is going to react to it. And I'm kind of worried about putting it on the bumper. So we're not going to put it on the bumper. Actually, I think this is pretty good. So let's leave it at that. Okay. Next up, I'm going to cut some eyes. This is just some crafting paper that I already had in stock. And so, you know who needs to go out now. Have fun. She's such a cutie. All right, let's make our eyes. Just gonna fold it in half. I'm just gonna freeform it. It may not be the best eyeball, but that's okay. Two awkwardly crooked eyeballs. Do I want to do a mouth? Let's do a mouth. Okay. Well, and another awkwardly crooked circle, mouth, whatever we want to call this. Now, when it came to the head, I was hoping to find these in Dollar Tree. I didn't. And Michaels had them, but they were more expensive than I could find them at the time on Amazon. I got these two here for around, I think it was $15. I'll have to check on that. But I know it's not cheap, but it was definitely cheaper than what they were at Michaels when I had checked. I guarantee you it's probably cheaper now because anytime I buy something, it always goes on sale afterwards. But this is the head, so let's work on this. I'm going to bring this down. Well, would you look at that? Look who came back inside. Let's go ahead and get these put on, or get this put on. I'm going to pause here for a second to tell you, it's not quite as easy as they make it look like on the TikTok video or the YouTube video. You got to really kind of, as I was saying, you've got to really kind of get it on there. All right, I figured it out. It's not quite on yet. Just do one bar at a time if you do plan to do this. So I've got these two on, and now I'm going to add this one. So just kind of, there we go. Much easier than trying to get it on there with all three of them all at once. The final item is a tablecloth. I'm using this one from Dollar Tree. It's the round tablecloth. This is 84 inches in diameter. I don't know if this is going to be too big or not, but we're about to find out. So we have a good idea of how it's going to look. And with my tomato cage, I just looked at the tag, excuse me. It's 33 inches. So this is a 33-inch galvanized tomato cage, and I used an 84-inch in diameter round tablecloth. And to me, this looks perfect. This looks good. So here are the lights I'm going to be using. I bought these at Costco. I have a ton of lights. This probably doesn't need to be said, but if you are going to use lights, I would definitely recommend some lights with either a timer or a remote, because I think it'd be kind of a pain to turn it on and off every time you decided to turn your lights on. All right, so first off, we will remove this. I'm not going to put the lights on in any which way. I'm just going to do it the easiest, which is not fancy. So, and I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I struggle with any lights, and I'm always getting them tangled. So let's see if I can figure this out. Solving puzzles was never something I was really good at. If there's a person that's going to put the square peg in the round one, in the round hole, yeah, that's going to be me. Okay, and guess who wants to go outside? See, I've already got it tangled. I don't know how I even did that. Okay, 1 second. All right, I got it. Like I said, I'm just going to do it any which way. I think I'm just going to kind of very gently, oh, I'm going to regret this. I just know it. I'm just going to very gently wrap it around areas and hope it works out all for the best. Okay, and then I'm going to tape the box. I'm going to tape the box. I'm going to tape the box to the Roomba itself. And I think I'm just going to turn it on. Oh. Is it on? Okay, I think it's on the timer now. So I'm just going to set this here and tape it. It's not the best tape job. Actually, that's a really bad tape job. Let's try that again. All right, here we go. Okay, that's a little better. All right, now let's get our ghost, his sheet back on. Okay, now we've got him there. Now let's add our eyes. I don't know. What do you think about the mouth? Is that weird? Should I go higher? Lower. Okay, no mouth. We're gonna say no on the mouth. As fun, sorry, that's my dishwasher in the background. As fun as this is, it's totally not practical at all. Because if you think about it, I have to bend down to start the Roomba and to stop him, because this Roomba, he's not Wi-Fi, or is he Wi-Fi? Well, either way, it's going to be kind of a pain in the booty, because look at this. I got to get under there, and I got to press him and then make him stop and start. but who cares, right? It's just a fun little thing, but I thought I'd point that out to you guys because, yeah, some of these crafts are fun, but they're not totally practical. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. You guys, I just thought of something else. He can't vacuum in my kitchen because he's already looking lopsided. Look at that. Because there's too many things for him to go under. I forgot about the dog dish and my microwave cabinet. But in the living room, he should be okay. Why does he look crooked? Oh man. Oh, we've got the dog scared. It's okay, baby. I've lost an eyeball. Alright, I'm going to be really real with you guys right now. This was a bust. Like, it's okay, but it's totally not practical. And I thought, it's not like I thought it was, but I thought it would work better than it has, and it just isn't working. So, because I do use my Roombas a lot to clean, this is a huge no for me. I'm so sorry, you guys. Although it looks super cute, it's just, like I said, I don't know. But, yeah, what happened was I guess I could have taped it, but I still feel like the tape isn't really holding all that well because I did lose an eyeball. What I could have done was tape this to the head, but what was happening was as it was going, it was getting longer and longer in the front, and I just knew it would get tangled up in my Roomba. So it's a cute idea, but as for practicality, it's a no for me. I will save everything because who knows, I can probably use all of this for another project at some time. So that's just, that just goes to show you a lot of that stuff you see on TikTok. Now, oh dear, I'm so clumsy. I am not a TikTok watcher, but a lot of these videos, there she goes again. A lot of these videos, they end up on YouTube or Pinterest sometimes, and that's where I originally saw this, was on Pinterest. But everyone makes everything look so easy online, and it's not always easy, or maybe it is easy, but maybe it's just not. Maybe it's just not even worth our time and money. Like this, I don't think it was. But it's okay. I can definitely use this for something other than my Roomba ghost. I will figure that out. I've got Gidget's cauldron put together. Isn't that cute? It's actually a lot easier than those other houses I used to buy from Aldi. Well, everyone, I think that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.